What?
Whoa! Hold on, Cody. What's up? Jerry Biden here. Create your purpose. We've got a special guest.
What's up? It's Neil Morton here from PtboCanada. Great to be here with Cody and Jer.
We just did our first Cod May. That's what we're gonna call it.
You're gonna call it a Cod May?
We call it the Cod May.
Yeah, okay.
The intro. It's gonna spread across the world. Kids are
Viral,
gonna
baby.
do it.
Hashtag that.
Yeah.
Hashtag Cod May.
Hashtag Cod May. That's how
I
you
like it.
introduce yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk in, order a coffee. What's up? I
What's
want
up?
a coffee.
I want a Cod May.
I want a Cod May.
If you say that, you get a 20% discount anywhere.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a place in the
Anywhere?
mall and I get a 20%
Yeah.
discount.
What about Silver Bean? Are they okay with that?
I
Maybe.
don't know. We should probably ask. If
We'll ask first.
Disclaimer: we're not
Yeah.
saying you get a discount on
Okay.
local businesses,
Okay.
but we just think everyone should do a Cod May intro
Yeah.
when they go up to someone.
I agree. I am so excited to have you both with me here today. I was not expecting that, but this is amazing. Today we're going to talk a little bit about just brand strategy. We have the man, the legend, Neil Morton here with us today. So let's just jump right into it. Like, what is some advice you might have for brands, small businesses, just in regards to marketing or just branding in general?
Well, first and foremost, you got to be on social media.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about this all the time, and whenever I do public talks, I'm like, if you're not on social media, if you have no social game, you are dead and you're invisible and there's nothing to you. This is a new world we live in. Mobile phone.
Yeah.
If you're not on it, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you're dead. Like, and that's for me over half your battle of branding and marketing. I mean, you have to have then a good plan, a content strategy, pump out good pictures, good video, good pictures, have a good tagline, a logo. But you got to be on social, and if you don't know how to do it, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna find someone to help you out with that, because a lot of times I've talked to people in the community and they want to do social, but it's the fear of the unknown. They didn't grow up with it. They didn't catch on to it, so they're scared. So it's easier not to do something you don't know than it is to learn or partner with someone who does know.
Yep.
And that makes a big difference. And the world's evolving. Peterborough's evolving. We talked about this before off camera 2 years ago where we sat. And then 2 years today, where we're sitting today, where we're at, the three of us.
Yep, it comes
and
so
things
far,
have
leaps
changed
and bounds.
for PtboCanada, Create Your Purpose, all three of us personally, professionally,
Absolutely.
because things can change so quickly, and Peterborough's catching up. We're getting to that speed.
Yep.
So this is where the time where you're like,
And it's an engaged community. But I would argue, so there's digital natives and digital immigrants who are newbies, but I think they can learn. I don't think there's no excuse for that. It's pretty easy to learn how to tweet, Facebook, Instagram, or get a lesson, get a social media lesson. But if you really don't have the time to do it and you really can't grasp it, then find a social agency. Like, there's tons of great ones in Peterborough that do that,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
So, and it's relatively cheap, and you get the ROI off it. So
the thing that I hear often people equate, they say, no, I don't want to do social media because it's, like I rely on word of mouth marketing. What would you say to somebody who says that?
I would just cry. It's just, why would you not be using this beautiful platform? It's like having these channels on these networks is like the best thing that's ever happened in the history of branding and marketing and media. And for me, that's just an excuse to say I rely on word of mouth marketing. And chances are it ain't gonna happen anymore. There's so much competition out there in every sector that it's not going to happen without a social game.
And I think of social, like when I think about TV, and I think, okay, so there used to be your three networks way back when.
Yep.
And then there was cable, the influx of cable in the 80s and 90s, all these different channels. Now social media is almost like different TV stations or TV networks or cable stations. So if you like to watch CNN, and that's your kind of what you're on all the time, you can market on this channel.
You got it.
Right? And then if you are someone who likes to watch sitcoms, you can market on sitcoms.
You got it.
And there's different ways you can market, because everyone's got a different taste of what they want to do, and they have a different palette when it comes to what they want to look at, or what channel they're using, or whether they're using Instagram or Snapchat or
if
whatever.
you look at the history of media, it started with print, and then it went to radio and TV. But now you can be your own media company, right? You are the content marketer for your own brand, so you don't have to put it out to a third party now. Can you please advertise my product? Now you know your product more intimately than anyone else. You showcase it on video and photos and tell us about your brand. Tell us what you're doing in the community. Tell us your involvement. It's storytelling, man. And
and now the lead time's different.
Yeah.
Right? So before
real time. Now it's real time
before
social.
It was, you had to plan 6 weeks out or 8 weeks out or even further.
Yeah.
And now it's okay, this hour. We're
Which
doing
hour,
this.
like right there and then, yeah,
The
exactly.
client texts me like mid-afternoon, Neil, can you put this out right now on social? Done. That's like real-time social advertising. That's so powerful, man.
Exactly.
You don't have to go somewhere. You're right, Jaron, scripted, and it might not run for months or weeks, or back in the magazine industry, it would take like months literally before your ad would run.
Because you got to get approval and through this layer and this almost red tape, right, to go through all these different channels. Now it's, I have an idea, I have a content I want to produce, let's do it now and capture that moment now.
It's so
and
cool,
there's
man.
so many
It's
different things you can
so
do.
powerful. And when I see brands finally grasp it, they're like, oh my God, Neil, like you were right. This is the best thing that's ever happened. And you're in control. You're behind the wheel, right? Like 100%, it's you. So you got to own it. With branding,
exactly.
Cody, you got to own social media. There's no excuses. And you will die as a business if you're not on social media in the next 3 to 5 years.
Absolutely.
Like, right?
Yeah, I would
or
say
sooner,
12,
or sooner.
12 to 18 months. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even go 36 to 60 months. I go 12 to 18 months.
This is the world we live in now. Everyone watch people when they're walking down the streets at a sports game, at a concert. They're on their phone.
Yeah.
That's where they watch when they're watching traditional TV. They're on their phone. TV is just idle background noise, right?
Yeah, and this just
You're
comes down to an
probably-
attention
maybe
thing.
you're watching this right now and the TV's on.
Yeah.
But you could be sitting here watching this on your feed,
That-
but the TV's on in the background. And I love people watching. Like I love just to observe things, and I always find that you go to a social gathering, you know, whether you can go to say Ribfest, for example. How many people and how many photos were all over
documenting-
social media?
They're documenting everything. Yeah, in real time.
Yeah.
You know, every 30 seconds, Terry had a tweet going out with a photo, and just that's how
So
things are
engaged.
happening.
And I like that word that you use, the the concept of documenting within, and I think that's something that should be really huge, because I think a lot of times what happens within businesses is they just don't know where to start, and when ideally they could just be documenting their day throughout the day, and that could be the first step that they could take in order to go and create more content.
That's what I tell them. The number one thing is people overthink stuff and they're paralyzed. But I'm like, just put it out on Facebook.
Yeah.
If it's about your brand, it's about who you are, it's storytelling, say it. Who cares?
And I say to some of our clients, I say to them, I consistently say to them, I'm like, you could put out a piece of content, it could suck, but at least you put it out. It's better than not doing it at all. Exactly.
Being dormant and doing nothing ever. Like,
And
why do people not test stuff, right?
There's
and
so
try
much
it out?
static, right? Like if you think about it as a business, you probably have someone who's a competitor, or someone who's doing something similar to what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would I pick you or this person, right? People buy from people they know, they like, they trust. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
We've seen it. All three of us have lived
Absolutely.
it. So if people get to know you because you're documenting your day, they're gonna like you, they're gonna trust you, and they're probably gonna do business with you.
And more so in a small community. Faces are everything. You are the brand ambassador for your brand. So put your face on there. Tell your story. What are you doing to give back to the community? Are you coaching a sports team? Are you involved with a charity? Like, tell us about you. It all adds up.
And the best people are always on.
Yep.
Right, you're always on, so you're real. So whether you're going you're driving down George Street, whether you're in a lineup at Tim Hortons, or whether you're just out and about at a community event, whether it's Pulse or whether it's Ribfest, whatever you're doing, you're always on, and people kind of recognize you, and they go, oh, I know you from this, don't I? Right? So you're always. If you're a brand, or you're a small business, or you're an entrepreneur, you're always on, and you have to keep that in mind. 100%.
And you guys built your Create Your Purpose brand so quickly because of social media. Now people identify you with Create Your Purpose brand.
I look at our brand over the past 6 to 8 months, and a lot of people know us from a social media, but from social media in general, but then they want to get face to face, and that's where the networking actually happens. It's it's great to put out content, but you have to take it one step further and actually get face to face with people.
They have that comfort level with you, though. You guys are comfort food now, so you feel approachable, and then I can text you or message you and set up a meeting. But you're right. Then the next step for a brand is the face to face. So there's so many people who stay in their basement, never get out, but it's over half your battle again is networking. Network your ass off all the time, and go and talk to people at events, and you get confidence. If you're shy, eventually you just become used to it. It's just an everyday thing. So huge step in your brand is getting out there.
Thank you once again for tuning into the Create Your Purpose show.
I was super happy with just the content on this episode. You know, having the ability to sit down with Neil Morton and Jeremy Biden, my co-founder with Create Your Purpose, was absolutely amazing. We had a ton of fun today. We got cut off at the end of the actual episode. I still wanted to air this episode just because of the valuable content that we talked about in regards to marketing, branding, and just social strategy in general, and just kind of where everything's headed from a small business standpoint. So my question for you today, because I am going to ask the question this time, is if you're a small business, you're promoting a product or service, what are you doing to market your product? What are you doing to market your business in general? I'm really curious, really want to know. Comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you're doing to make your brand and your product or service top of mind.